Here we have the LEGO Legends of Zelda set, the Great Deku Tree, which is a 2-in-1. You can either design the Breath of the Wild one or the Ocarina of Time one. It has 2,500 pieces, goes for 450 Australian dollars, and has 4 minifigures, including Link and Zelda from the Breath of the Wild, or 2 Link versions from the Ocarina of Time. Let's get building. Here we have young Link's treehouse. So you got your sign here, which is a printed piece. You got your fairy, you've got the ladder, which above it has young Link. Then here is a look at the treehouse itself, and then the back of it has a crate, which I've already gone through, and then you've got a bed as well. Here we have the Great Deku Tree. Now there is only one play feature of this set, which is the mouth here, but you also do have the Master Sword, which is put in the stone, which you can either put in or take out like so. So how the mouth works is at the very back there is a switch, and you can move it up or down, and that will move the mouth like that. So at the back here is the switch, and like I said, you can either move it up or down, and it will move the mouth like so. Here we have the Ocarina of Time minifigures. Let's start off with young Link. First off, he has printing on the front and back of the torso. He does come with dual molded legs and arms. Here is a better look at the dual molding, and then here is a look at the back printing. He does come with a double-sided face. This face is more of a generic face like the other Links and Zelda have, and then his other one is a happy look. Here is the hairpiece that comes with young Link, which is basically the same as the other Link from Ocarina of Time. I do prefer the other hair pieces from Breath of the Wild rather than the Ocarina of Time, but they're still both pretty cool. Here is a better look at the dual molding on the legs as well as the skirt, which is a molded skirt rather than a fabric skirt, which I prefer overall. Then here are his accessories, which is this shield and then another Lego generic sword. Here we have the other Link from Ocarina of Time. He's got printing on the front as well as the back of the torso, and then printing on the front and side of the legs. He also has dual molded arms and legs. Here is a better look at the dual molded arms and legs as well as the printing on the side of the legs. Then here is a look of the printing on the back of the torso. He also does have a double-sided face, which is the exact same to Breath of the Wild Link, which is here the generic look and then his screaming look. He also has the exact same hairpiece as young Link, which is here, and then there's the back, and then he also does come with an accessory, which is the ocarina. And there we have the minifigures from the Ocarina of Time. Here we have the Navi or fairies of the Great Deku Tree. We get two versions, one from Ocarina of Time and then one from Breath of the Wild. The one from Ocarina of Time does come with different colours, and they all mean something different. Blue is a standard colour, green is highlights an object of interest, and then yellow means targeting an enemy. Meanwhile, in the Breath of the Wild version, you only get one colour, which is pink, and that's because that is the generic colour of a Navi or fairy in Breath of the Wild. There we have the Navis or fairies. Here we have some items that were in the crate under young Link's treehouse, starting off with a magic jar which can be used to replenish Link's magic meter, then a health potion that can replenish Link's health, then a bomb, a compass, and a hook shot which can be used as a grappling hook or a weapon. Here we have some more Ocarina of Time items. These items would be hidden around this area from the Ocarina of Time version of the Great Deku Tree. So you've got a fairy bow which comes with some elemental arrows, so you can choose from fire, ice, and then light, and then you have 3 notes from the Soraya song. I am also sorry if I have mispronounced that word. So here we have some monsters and creatures of the Ocarina of Time version of the Deku Tree. I am also sorry if I mispronounced some of these. So first you've got a Deku Tree Sprout, then a Deku Baba, and then you've got the Skulltula. There we have the monsters and creatures. Here we have some more stuff from the Ocarina of Time version of the Great Deku Tree. Starting off with this chest, it has a bunch of slingshots in it, as you can see there, and then you have the Gossip Stone, which would offer visions to help travelers on their quest. Here we have items that are from the Breath of the Wild version of the Great Deku Tree that are hidden around this area. First off, you've got the Sheikah Slate, then you've got 2 versions of a remote bomb. You've got the circle remote bomb, and then you've got the square remote bomb. Here we have the creatures that appear in the Breath of the Wild version of the Great Deku Tree. So starting off, you've got Hetsu, and then you've got 3 Koroks. I'm also sorry if I mispronounce any of these words. So with the Koroks, you get 3 different variations of colour as well as faces. So you've got this one, and this one. I will say you do get an extra piece for this one and this one. So if you did want to, you could make 2 extra Koroks and place them around the set. Sadly, we only get 1 piece of this one, so that is the only Korok that we'll be able to make of that version in this set. But there we have the creatures that appear in the Breath of the Wild version. Here we have the Breath of the Wild minifigures. Let's start off with Link. He's got printing on the front of the legs, he's got printing on the back and front of the torso, and also comes with some dual molded legs and arm. Here is a better look at the dual molding. Then here is a look at the back of the torso. As you can see, it's printed. He does come with a double-sided face as well. Here you've got a screaming look, probably from destroying some pots or swinging a sword. Then here is his other look, which is more of just a generic kind of look. Here is a better look at the new Link hairpiece. This is the only hairpiece that you get for Link. The other two have the same hairpiece, which is the hair and hat. Then here is the back of the hair. Now he does come with his own accessories as well, which is the Traveler's Shield, which is here, and then a generic Lego sword. But you can also give him, as well as the other Links, the Highland Shield, which looks fantastic, and the Master Sword, which I really do like how they use the blue blade. Now let's move on to Zelda. Here we have Zelda. She does have printing on the back and front of the torso, and she has printing at the very top of the legs, as you can see there. She does have dual molded legs and arm as well. Here is a better look at the dual molding. Then here is a look at the printing on the back of the torso. She does come with a double-sided face as well. Here is the first with her sleeping, and then more of a generic look like Link. Now here is a better look at the hairpiece, and then the back of the hairpiece. She also does come with an accessory as well, which is the Sheikah slate. There we have the Breath of the Wild minifigures. Here we have the Great Deku Tree all finished, and it looks fantastic, just in time for my LEGO Christmas review. Now before I get onto the set, I hope you have a fantastic Christmas. Now back to the set. There are two versions that you can build of this set. So you've got this version, which I think looks better from the variations of colour that you get from the top of the leaves to the bottom with all the mushrooms, plant and flowers. The other version is from the Ocarina of Time, which I'll quickly show a photo to. And yeah, tell me in the comments if you think the Ocarina of Time or the Breath of the Wild one looks better. Yeah, this is from the Breath of the Wild. I also have only played this version of the Zelda games, which is another reason why I chose this one. But with there being two versions, you get two minifigures from each. So Ocarina of Time, you get Link with his Ocarina and then Tiny Link. Then Breath of the Wild, you get Zelda and then a Link from Breath of the Wild. But there being another thing that has never happened to me, I don't know how many bags you get left over when you build the Ocarina of Time, but when I built the Breath of the Wild sets, I got some bags left over that are only pieces used in the Ocarina of Time. I will say I'm very glad that they are actually left in their bag, like the Vincent van Gogh Starry Night one. They were left, yeah, and you just have pieces left over, not in a bag. But I do like how they've kept them, so yeah, the only pieces needed for that are left in the bag, which was really nice. And it feels actually kind of weird having pieces left in a bag left over. Yeah, it feels like something's not done, like I've messed up and something's not complete. But yeah, back to the set itself. I really like the little Easter eggs hidden throughout the game, yeah, for the Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild version. The Koroks as well throughout this version of the set. I'll mainly talk about this version because, yeah, I know a lot more about this version than the other one. Also, this is the version I built. Yeah, you get some extra Korok faces, so I really like how they've given you the option. If you ever wanted to, you could make some more Koroks and then put them around the place. The fairies as well. You get a fairy on this one and you get color changes, so yeah, you can either choose between pink, yellow and blue, and all the colors mean something different. The new Master Sword and Shield look phenomenal. Even the minifigures as well, and all their items that they get for them look awesome. Yeah. Now, I will say I am a bit kind of sad about the price. I think it is a little bit too expensive, being 450 Australian dollar. Maybe 300 to 400 in that kind of price range, I think would suit this set better. I feel like the only reason why it is this expensive is because of how exclusive these minifigures are, never being made before, and probably the piece count in this set. I will say it is a lot bigger than I was expecting, which I'm very happy, and some of the play features as well are pretty fun, like the mouth movement there. But yeah, overall, I think any Zelda or Lego fan would love this in their collection. I think it is a phenomenal set and deserves a 10 out of 10. But there you had the Great Deku Tree. I hope you've liked watching me build this set and enjoyed watching this. I hope you like and subscribe. Until next time, have a Merry Christmas and see you later.